and welcome to the TSI AFL studios. Nat Edwards and Robert Walls with you. Well, this year is shaping up as the worst for scoring accuracy in the last 15 years. Robert, who are the worst offenders?
Well, it's interesting, Nat, that we see improvements in football just about everywhere you look. The players are fitter, they're stronger, they're faster, they handball better, their field kicking, I think, is as good as it's ever been. But goal kicking accuracy, that is just one area that just doesn't seem to improve as it should. When you consider the amount of time that the players have got to devote to it, and everybody's looking for the secret formula there, because it can cost you games. If we look at the teams that just blow too many chances, the Western Bulldogs are the number one offenders, and their accuracy rate around goals is just over the 50%, 51.6%. Next worst, we're looking at GWS and Gold Coast. Maybe that's to be expected because they're just young players, just learning all the pressures of AFL football. But both of those teams are around about the 53%. And then you've got Melbourne at 53.8. So it's an area that costs you games, frustrates the coaches. And I've got no doubt that those four teams in particular will be spending a lot of time over summer trying to correct it.
So we've covered the worst teams. What about the best teams in terms of scoring accuracy?
Nat, the best team as far as accuracy goes this season, Sydney Swans. And they struggled last year, but they're right up there, and their goal-kicking accuracy is 63%. Closely followed by North Melbourne on 62.5%. Makes such a big difference. Let's have a look at the top four goal kickers for the Sydney Swans this year. And leading the way, you've got Lewis Jetta. He's kicked 36 goals and 13 behinds. Then we've got Sam Reid, 24 goals, 13 behinds. McGlynn, the little forward, he's kicked 20 goals, 14. And probably their most accurate shot for goal is Josh Kennedy, who's kicked 18 goals, 5 behinds. Now, some of the big names in AFL football, how have they fared this year? Well, let's have a look at Buddy Franklin. For a long time, Buddy had kicked more behinds than he had goals. He's finally starting to get it right, but he's kicked 51 goals, 48 behinds. You've got Jack Riewoldt of the Tigers, 44 goals, 32. Little Stevie Milne, who continues to kick goals, 35 goals, 28 behinds. But the surprising one is, who do you reckon is the most accurate shot for goal in the competition? I'm going to tell you a name that will surprise most people. It is Fremantle Dockers' Chris Mayne. He has kicked 29 goals and just 3 behinds. Now, that's the sort of full forward I'd want in my team.
That is very accurate indeed. Okay, thank you very much for joining us on TSI AFL. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.